Hi, this is the Venerable Tramp Smith here. I just fucking caught the wrong fucking bus, right? I ended up fuck knows where. So I'm walking back to town. Right, I just thought I'd make a video, fucking talk about some shit or something. So maybe we talk about McDonald's, right? And maybe we talk about the corruption of the fucking fighting industries, right? Now basically, society is, basically the poor people in society are basically the muppets that make up, all the thugs that Britain needs as a society to do its, military work abroad and, all the shit, and to end up in prison, and basically stuff like martial arts, you see. It's basically stuff like taekwondo, judo, boxing, kickboxing. It's basically just an industry that basically, it's just to make money basically. And things like McDonald's, the martial arts industry basically just promotes violence in McDonald's basically. So if you're into shit like that, you're just basically helping McDonald's and KFC and fucking like tobacco companies basically, sell their goods and stuff, because you're the ones who are going to be buying all their shit off their shelves and stuff. So, and there's the fucking petrodollar. Now, the reason why we aren't using eco-friendly fucking cars and stuff is because there's so much fucking money to be made in oil. Back years and years ago, back in the 80s, somebody in South Africa invented a car engine that runs on CO2. Do you know why we don't have that car on the roads? Because the Saudis bought the fucking patent to it, and they're not going to make it until they run out of oil. Then they're going to start making money selling CO2. Now the thing is, right, is the fighting industries are basically just ways to basically help, McDonald's and fucking cigarette companies make money. So there's something called global worldview poisoning, and what it does is it makes people in other countries think British people are snobby and stupid, but really they don't see the real truth of Britain, which is a lot of us lived in abject fucking poverty. Roots Maneuver put it very well. He says, I see clearer than most right now as I sit here contented with his cheese on toast. And you really do feel the fucking pain of third world famine in some parts of fucking life in Britain. And shit like it's all to make money basically. Yeah, every fucking thing is. But McDonald's is absolute shit. I really want to see the day when humanity stops eating fucking meats and turns to insects, plankton, algae and jellyfish. Much more healthier if we made burgers out of, crickets and mealworms than fucking beef and shit like that. So, the thing is this world is real, right? It is real, and shit like global warming is, the trees we see trees here? The trees we see, the animals we see, they're real and they're dying in real life. And, the destruction of the planet is happening in real fucking life, whether people like to admit it or fucking not. To be honest, the world's not going to stop polluting the fucking atmosphere and deforesting until it becomes trendy. So all those motherfuckers on TV need to do is start making TV shit about how cool it is to stop deforestation, to plant trees and be eco-friendly, and every fucking dumbass on the planet will be doing it. But the reason they won't fucking make it trendy is because they all got fucking investments in oil and tobacco and shit. Let's think of it, right? Now, they sell tobacco in fucking shops, right? What the fuck is tobacco? It's this thing you burn and inhale the fucking fumes. Are you fucking thick? You're inhaling smoke? Don't you know it's fucking like Fucking humans from the fucking beginning of time have known that fucking inhaling smoke fucking kills you, and you do it on a fucking hourly fucking basis. I mean, are you thick or something? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm nearly in fucking town now, so good luck for me, like. But I mean, stuff like McDonald's and shit, you eat that food and it's full of fucking shit hormones, it makes you fucking violent, and companies like fucking McDonald's are just there to recruit the fucking thugs that the military and the police need to do their shit like. And fucking, see, when it comes to military service and police, I mean, the rich people become the soldiers and the police officers, and the fucking poor people, they just get made to be violent and fucking become the criminals that the fucking police arrest. So it's basically, you know, if you're born at the bottom of British society, you're going to become a criminal. If you're born into a rich family, you're going to be a police officer. It's just the way it is fucking in the world. It's totally corrupt, like, and absolutely shit, like. I mean, you think, fuck, I mean, I just think shit's like just bizarre, like. Anyway, I'm nearly into town now. What I'm trying to say is the world is full of shit, and you'll never know any fucking thing. And basically, you're all just a pawn, and you're just a fucking tool used by fucking people to fucking do the fighting they need overseas, so they can make the money they need and become the criminals that the police need to keep their jobs and shit. And you'll never amount to shit, man. And you know, you're gonna live a life of absolute fucking shit if you're born into a poor family. So my advice to you is, I don't know, just fucking try to be fucking healthy. Don't eat McDonald's. You know, try to be as peaceful as you can. And I don't fucking know, man. Like, fucking save the planet, because we're fucking destroying it. This world's real, right? And we're totally trashing it. Fucking carbon emissions. We fucking chopped down like 2/3 of the trees on the planet. And that's fucking serious, man. And that's fucking happened in real life. Shit, man. But anyway, I'm nearly in town, man. All I gotta say, right, is increase the fucking peace, yeah? And, you know, fucking respect, yeah? And shit, man. I mean, well, like, I don't know, like fucking, who knows? Anyway, well, that's me over. Bye.